Okay, time to take a look at the question of the day this morning. And what we're looking at is pretty much a continuation of yesterday. We really didn't have time to look at your tweets, so we'll put up some of your tweets from yesterday and your voice messages, as well as what you bring through today. And we're making this a little bit more personal, I suppose. And the question is, how is the unemployment crisis personally affecting you? Because, you know, this is real, and it is something that is it affects you, it affects those that are around you, whether you're talking to yourself, your child, your husband, your mother, your father, it doesn't matter, whoever it may be. I mean, how is this unemployment crisis affecting you?
Yeah, because if you have people who are supposed to be working, you know, gainfully employed, and they are not, that has an effect on everybody else. So, for example, sitting with children who are struggling to find jobs, I have a son who's struggling to find a job, and that means that you then have to essentially subsidize that child. So how is it personally affecting you? And it's still all the talk at the moment. People are talking quite a lot about the unemployment rate, the fact that it is constantly rising, and there doesn't seem to be any real silver bullet in the offing anytime soon, it would seem.
And that's the reality. So let us know what your views are about this. But let's take a look at the stories of the day as well, and those that will be dominating the headlines. The IEC, that's the Independent Electoral Commission, holding public hearings on the much anticipated draft political party funding regulations bill, which will regulate political parties' funding. Political parties, unions, civil society and other interest groups are set to take part in these public hearings.
And an Mpumalanga farmer accused of killing a man for allegedly stealing beans from his farm will appear in the Delmas Magistrates Court for a bail hearing today. Dr. Masilela's body was found last month near a bridge on the N17 with a gunshot wound to the head, and the farmer faces a charge of murder and defeating the ends of justice.
Supporters of embattled eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede will appear in the KZN High Court to contest an interdict stopping them from protesting outside the Durban City Hall. Gumede supporters are demanding the suspension be lifted. Gumede is out on 50,000 rand bail after being arrested for fraud and corruption.
Right, those some of the top stories we'll be tracking on the SABC News Diary. Let's take a look at some of the top trending topics. First up, hashtag Ramaphosa. And this is, of course, the president, and many people talking about the fact that the president seems to be silent in the wake of the current unemployment crisis and following the statistics released by Stats SA earlier this week.
Yeah, I mean, I've just opened up the trending topic, and it's just, I must say, it's terrible, because it's all of people's opinions just saying, you know, President, where are you? You've promised us all of these things, and where are you? And that's what happens, I suppose. In desperate times, people turn to leadership, and they're asking, you know, what's going to be done? Promises have been made, dreams have been spoken about, but at the same time, everyone else's dreams are being shattered, and nothing is coming forward. So this is just some of the sentiments that are being shared here on social media, and I think that is why Ramaphosa was the #1 trending topic yesterday and overnight and this morning as well. So yeah, we'll see.
And I don't think it will actually ease up, because that public protector court hearing again today will again also involve the president. So it's just going to continue, essentially.
Yeah. All right, the other trending topic that we do have is Kuzwayo. And wow, this is a sad trending topic.
It is a sad trending story. Orlando Pirates former Kaizer Chiefs goalkeeper Brilliant Kuzwayo retiring at the age of 29. And so he was forced into retirement after this niggling ankle injury that he seemingly just could not get over.
That is so sad. A brilliant talent, and certainly will be very, very sorely missed. And you could tell from yesterday, people were just so upset by that news. That was
it's absolutely sad, because goalkeepers at 29 are just coming into their own, into their prime. So he's literally been cut down in his prime as a goalkeeper.
It's very, very sad. All right, so those were the two big topics that we've seen trending on social media, and no doubt there'll be lots more coming out during the program.